changes of the watery star hath been the shepherd's note since we have left our throne without a burden. Time as long again would be filled up, my brother, with our thanks, and yet we should for perpetuity go hence in debt. And therefore, like a cipher, yet standing in rich place, I multiply with one. We thank you many thousands more that go before it.
Stay your thanks a while, and pay them when you part.
Sir, that's tomorrow. I am questioned by my fears of what may chance or breed upon our absence, that may blow no sleeping winds at home to make us stay. This is put forth too truly. Besides, I have stayed to tire your royalty.
We are tougher, brother, than you can put us to it.
No longer stay.
1 7-night longer.
Very sooth, tomorrow.
We'll part the time betweens then, and in that I'll no gainsay.
Press me not, beseech you so. There's no tongue that moves, none, none, I the world, so soon as yours could win me. So it should, now, were there necessity in your request, although 'twere needful I denied it. My affairs do even drag me homeward, which to hinder were in your love a whip to me. My stay, to you a charge and trouble, to say both, farewell, our brother.
Tongue-tied, our queen? Speak you.
I had thought, sir, to have held my peace until you have drawn oaths from him not to stay. You, sir, charge him too coldly. Tell him you are sure all in Bohemia's well. This satisfaction the bygone day proclaimed. Say this to him, he's beat from his best ward.
Well said, Hermione.
To tell, he longs to see his son. We're strong, but let him say so then, and let him go. But let him swear so, and he shall not stay. We'll thwack him hence with distaffs. Yet of your royal presence I'll adventure the bar of a week. When at Bohemia you take my lord, I'll give him my commission to let him there a month behind the jest, prefixed for parting. Yet, good deed, Leontes, I love thee, not a jar of the clock behind. What lady she her lord? You'll stay?
No, madam.
Nay, but you will.
I may not, verily.
Verily, you put me off with limber vows, but I, though you would seek to unsphere the stars with oaths, should yet say, sir, no going. Verily, you shall not go. A lady's verily is as potent as a lord's. Will you go yet? Force me to keep you as a prisoner, not like a guest. So you shall pay your fees when you depart. Good says your thanks. How say you, my prisoner or my guest? By your dread, verily, one of them you shall be.
Your guest, then, madam. To be your prisoner should import offending, which is for me less easy to commit than you to punish.
Not your jailer, then, but your kind hostess. Come, I'll question you of my lord's tricks, and yours when you were boys. You were pretty lordings then.
We were, fair queen, 2 lads that thought there was no more behind but such a day tomorrow as today, and to be boy eternal.
Was not my lord the very wag of the two?
We were as twinned lambs that did frisk in the sun, and bleat the one at the other. What we changed was innocence for innocence. We knew not the doctrine of ill-doing, nor dreamed that any did. Had we pursued that life, and our weak spirits near been higher reared with stronger blood, we would have answered heaven boldly, not guiltily, the imposition clear, hereditary, ours.
By this we gather you have tripped since.
Oh, my most sacred lady, temptations have since then been born to us. For in those unfledged days was my wife a girl. Your precious self had then not crossed the eyes of my young playfellow.
Grace to boot, of this make no conclusion, lest you say your queen and I are devils. Yet, go on, the offences we have made you do, we'll answer. if you first sinned with us, and that with us you did continue your fault, and that you slept not with any but us.
Is he one yet?
He'll stay, my lord.
At my request he would not. Hermione, my dearest, thou never spokest to better purpose.
Never?
Never but once.
What? Have I twice said well? When was it before? I prithee, tell me. Crams with praise, and make as fat as tame things. One good deed, dying tongueless, slaughters 1,000 waiting upon that. Our praises are our wages. You may ride us with one soft kiss, 1,000 furlongs air. With spur we beat an acre, but to the goal my last good deed was to entreat his stay. What was my purse? It has an elder sister, or I mistake you. Oh, what her name were Grace. But once before I spoke to the purpose. When? Nay, let me have it. I long.
Why, that was when 3 crabbed months had soured themselves to death, ere I could make thee open thy white hand, and clap thyself my love. Then didst thou utter, I am yours forever.
'Tis grace indeed. Why, lo you now, I spoke to the purpose twice. The one forever earned a royal husband, the other for some while a friend.
Too hot, too hot, to mingle friendship as far as mingling bloods. I have tremor cordis on me. My heart dances, but not for joy, not joy. This entertainment may be a free face put on. Derive a liberty from hardiness, from bounty, fertile bosom, and well become the agent. May, I grant, but to be paddling ponds and pinching fingers, as now they are, and making practice smiles as in a looking-glass, and then to sigh as 'twere the more to the dear. Oh, that is entertainment my bosom likes not, not my brows. Mamilius! Art thou my boy?
Aye, my good lord.
Infects, why, that's my boycott. What hast, smutched thy nose? They say it is a copy of mine. Come, captain, we must be meet. Not neat, but cleanly, captain. And yet, the steer, the heifer, and the calf are all called neat. Still virgining upon his palm? How now, you wanton calf? Art thou my calf?
Yes, if you will, my lord.
Thou wantest the rough pash and the shoots that I have, to be full like me. Yet they say we are almost as like as eggs. Women say so. That will say anything, but were they false, as ore-dyed blacks, as wind, as waters, false as dice are to be wished by one that fixes no bourne twixt his and mine. Yet were it true, to say this boy were like me. Come, Sir Page, look on me with your welkin eye. Sweet villain, most dearest my collop, can thy dam, may it be? Affection, thy intention stabs the centre. Thou dost make possible things not so held, communicatest with dreams. How can this be? With what's unreal thou coactive art, and fellowest nothing. Then 'tis very credent thou mayst conjoin with something, and thou dost, and that beyond commission, and I find it, and that to the infection of my brains, and the hardening of my brows.
What means Cecilia?